Let her rip. Hello, David. Pleasure. Good to see you.
Mike, congratulations.
Thank you.
First with Hunter, I guess, are they worried about a concussion, I guess, or what was the issue there?
We'll know more tomorrow morning. Don't know anything more right now.
Obviously, the huge games from Padula and Tyler Nickel.
Yeah.
What were they able to take advantage of with the Clemson defense?
Mark, we just played better basketball. It helps now when the ball goes in the basket. But I thought we shared. Tyler Nickel had his best game in a Hokie uniform. Just one of those team wins. Everybody played well. Malijah Poteet, Lynn Kidd did a nice job. B.J. Hall's terrific. You all know that. I mean, he's an All-American, I think. Certainly played that way to this point. Had you told me that we would come out of this game and PJ's attempted 11 shots only, and 8 of those were from 3, I would have fallen out of my shoes. Great job in being physical without fouling. We were concerned about that. We were going to send a double to him. We only got to it a couple of times. He spent the majority of his time on the perimeter, which is unusual. So.
Ryan in the back right. Hey, Coach. How you doing? Over here.
Hey, my friend.
How are you? Congrats on the win. And if you don't mind just talking a little bit about the defensive intensity that you all had and the aggressiveness that you approached this game.
Or the lack thereof in the first 20. Golly day. 44 points. Huh. And Gerard maybe had a couple. Hunter's done a great job on Joe Girard for the better part of both of their careers, and Joe's a really good basketball player and is putting together a good year for the Tigers. 28 points in the second half, I think. And MJ's on Joe during that segment, during that 20 minutes, out-rebounded them by 7, which is Ian Shefflin's he's a hoss. He's good. He's really good. Wiggins has great size at the 3 spot. Godfrey's been good for them. Much better job and really good job of following the scouting report and knowing who you're guarding, noise number, noise game. Proud of him. Really, really, really nice work from our team.
Eric, back left. Along those same lines, you reminded a lot of the guys about being physical, but, being able to put enough pressure, but maybe not too much in terms of being able to be productive. What kind of statement does that send to the team, especially in these ACC games and being
It'll have to continue. We got a pretty good front line coming in here on Saturday, but we did all of that and had to. I made the ball felt us. Their team felt us, and they have to. You can't let people be comfortable. None of them, and they're all, darn good basketball players. Chase Hunter, Joe Girard, right on down the line. But that is a big deal, and we have been on the other end of that some when we want to play the right way, and we're fouling incessantly, and that's problematic. Better job today. Again, we'll have to do it even better. We'll have to do a really good job again on Saturday versus Omer and Matthew Cleveland and others.
Mike, you mentioned it a little bit, the contributions from everybody. It felt like on the defensive end, the activity, everybody was getting involved. Sean had a couple swipe-aways, and you guys got out in transition. What does that kind of show you going forward when you guys can kind of play team defense together like that without a guy who has been so crucial for you?
Humongous, but that's you got to carry that into every game. We have the want to, we have the understanding, but now to execute it. Gap raids. We thought we needed 24 deflections. It's when I get a finger, I get a hand on a pass or on the ball that's being dribbled. We needed 23. We had 28, which is really, really good. They handle the ball. They do not turn the ball over. So big part of that game, David, absolutely.
David Teal.
As many shots as Padula made tonight, I think the most animated I saw him was after he ripped the ball away from Hall in the paint in the second half, and then B when he took the charge. Does that tell you about the kid's mindset?
He's built on the right stuff, David. He wants to win. He wants to play well and help our team win. I thought he was as much a floor general today as he's been in some time. Now he took a couple that would have been head scratchers in the first half had he not made them. But you tip your cap when that thing hits the bottom of the barrel, and he did that with regularity in the first half. And you guys know what that's adversity when you come in at the half, and our terrific athletic trainer Hisham Ziyut tells you that Couture's done for the night. That's what we up 9. We had a terrible play to end the half. Tyler just made the wrong play. One of a few wrong plays he made. He made a lot of really, really great plays. I forgot where I was going, David. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Happens to me all the time.
Coach Hunt goes down shortly before the
Giovanni.
halftime break.
My favorite name. Keep going. It's better than David or Mark. Go.
Appreciate it. I got to give credit to my parents for that, but thank you. You're playing with a lead at that point, but you're without one of your best guys, a leader on this team. What's the message in the locker room going into the break and coming out?
We talked about it yesterday. We talk about it, adversity. What are you going to do? This is a proving ground for what is coming 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now when you're a husband and have children and, you're working and providing. We had some adversity at Florida State. We didn't handle it very well. I had some adversity at Wake Forest. Didn't handle it very well. And said it again at halftime. Here it is. And on the other side of the coin, when things are going well, we were up 8 and had the ball twice in the second half at Florida State. Didn't respond very well. Had 2 bad possessions. So how are we going to handle it? And they answered it and did so with flying colors.
Thank you. Anthony?
Mike, congratulations. They got it down to, I think, 4 was it?
Yeah, a couple of times.
What do you think was
5 times. They got it down to 4 or 5 times.
What do you think was the reason that you guys were able to then pull away at that point towards the end rather than let them continue to keep it close?
Well, it's the game, all right? It's the game, okay? And they are good, all right? I mean, I've seen more Clemson film since Sunday. I've seen them all. Alabama, they went down there and won. They beat a good South Carolina team. I've seen a bunch of them. North Carolina was terrific in Little John on Saturday. It's the game, and good players respond. Theirs did, and they made several stabs at us in the second half. We're trying to find our footing without Couture. Jaden Young's got to come in. You're dealing with a lot of things, but awfully, awfully proud of our team and their response to that adversity.
Tim, Mike, you mentioned back a week and a half ago at the Wake Forest game with Sean and his recovery that he, at the time, wasn't taking as much contact maybe in practice, help keep him along and help him progress. How much do you think kind of the game experience he's got in that game and the physicality he's faced has helped him be able to
It's a great question.
get back on rhythm?
Great point, Tim. It's such a fine game. It's hard to come through an injury, a foot injury, and not have the contact. It's such a fine motor skill game, the passing and the physicality of it all. He's a physical dude now. He's not afraid of it, but rusty is not the word I'm looking for. But he missed he missed the things necessary. I mean, that's part of it. But he continued to work at it, and it certainly looks like he moved so poorly at Wake Forest, and I thought I'd put him in harm's way. He said he was ready to go. Our medical staff said he's ready to go. He was better on Saturday against Florida State. He was really good in here.
Mike, not only did Tyler have 24 points, but Robbie, 8 points, 8 rebounds. Makai, 8 points, 7 rebounds. Are these the kind of games, you from these transfers you were hoping for? When
MJ Collins had 2 points. He had 7 assists. He guarded very, very well. He helped our team win. We've got to get good play across the board. We did that today. I thought Makai and Robbie were outstanding. I'll tell you what now, David Teal knows this. That dadgone Ian Shefflin, good luck boxing him out. I'd like to see one of you dudes put you back on that guy. He may have grabbed a couple. One was on me because we went down to double P.J. Hall and the ball. We had a bad bounce. We had Brandon Rechsteiner trying to. That's like a flea on an elephant's back. But great job, really good job.
What had you been hammering in practice since the Florida State game? That you pretty much did everything you were hitting on. They did better tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
What areas we did?
All of it, Mark. All of it. Special teams, transition defense. I mean, all of it. And we know we can do it. See what Iowa State did to Houston last night? Houston's phenomenal. We've done it. But the game requires you to do it night in, night out. And we've got another opportunity on Saturday versus the Hurricanes. So let's lace them up and go.
Last question to David.
Brad was saying that kind of knew that Nickel could shoot it a little bit, but not like that, and especially the quick release. Before you got him here, just based on when he hit the portal and your scouting of him, how much did you know about his offensive game and what exactly he was capable of?
He rang the bell with regularity at the high school level. Some growing pains down there last year. Talked a couple of times with Eddie Fogler, who's a dear friend, and Coach Fogler still sees him practice quite a bit. He lives in Chapel Hill again, and Coach was bragging about Tyler and his work ethic and his ability once he went in the portal, obviously. Wasn't sharing any company secrets, not down there. We knew he could score, David. Getting here and acclimating himself to what we're doing, he's coming on. He was terrific tonight. Holy smokes.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.